Hello everyone, Sumber here. With the release of Tzeentch in the updated Sumber Warhammer mod, I thought I would start a series, I hope, of videos just streaming playing Tzeentch in single player. Just kind of showing off some of the stuff they've got. Taking some questions and things in the chat, talking some stuff through. So I hope you'll tune in and watch. I've already made a pretender, but I will be using the Dominion's basic, map generator. I'm going to reduce the number of water provinces, that's for sure, because the last time when I did the Tzeentch preview stream, I was stuck on an island with no way off it. It was a very bad map that was generated, so I won't be doing that. I'm going to pick a big circle cave because I think that's interesting, and it means that if anything's connected to it, you can technically get anywhere else in the world, which is kind of cool. Keep it medium, and I'm going to make it a fairly large game. I expect that I'll probably stop playing it, as a single player game before I reach the end of the game. But I'll try and put enough thrones so we might be potentially able to finish it. And I think I'm going to play with some small lakes, and maybe all directions wrap. I think with rivers. So we're going to go for that. This will be the stream game. I hope people will tell me in the chat if there's any issues with the audio or video. And I'm going to go with, so the mods I've got on are I've got the pop type mod on, I've got the pre-generated pretenders mod on, which should make the AI harder, and I've also got the AI starting army booster turned on as well. So the AI is going to be boosted in a few different ways. So I'm just going to go for difficult rather than mighty or master or anything like that. Just go for difficult because then we can play a bit more of a relaxed pace. I've disabled all the vanilla Middle Era nations, so it's just going to be Warhammer nations, and I'll of course be playing at Tzeentch, so you can see it's just the Warhammer nations here, or 25 of them. So we'll be playing Tzeentch, and then who knows what we'll get for other stuff. And I usually won't do any diplomacy with the computer, but maybe I will this time, who knows. Let's make it fairly big, so we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players. Let's make it a 12 nation game, so a pretty big one. And then load pretender. Of course, we can look at the national overview. I'll get to my bless and everything in a moment. I've kind of already previewed some of this stuff, and I'm going to assume that you're mostly familiar with them, but you can ask questions as we go along if that's useful. List of shortcuts, of course. Just remind everyone it's Control L to load a pretender design. I'd already built a pretender, so you can hit Control L, and I've got my pretender Unspeakable Knowledge. So Unspeakable Knowledge is physical form is the nature of the moon. He comes with, I've decided with 5 earth magic, 5 astral magic, and I spent that on 2 reinvigoration. That's because my sacreds tend to tire themselves out by casting their magical spells, their Flame of Tzeentch. You just check that the stream's going okay. Ibis is here and says audio sounds fine. That's really useful to know, thank you. And I've also given him Arcane Finesse. So Arcane Finesse means if you're blessed, then you're more likely to penetrate enemy magic resistance. So we can use that on spells that are designed to, that are checked against enemies' magic resistance. But it also, I believe, applies to the second half, the Soul Scorch effect on the Tzeentch fire casting. Half of it is fire damage, and then it has an extra half, which is checked against magic resistance. And I believe this will work on that. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I think it will. But even if it doesn't, it'll work on other spells. And having some earth is good because we've got a little bit of minor earth, so we'll get some earth income. We don't really have any big earth casters. You can do big earth spells for us, and of course, big astral. Gone for dormant. Dominion 6, you need decent Dominion with Tzeentch, that's for sure. I'm going to be building lots of temples because I want to show off the mechanics of the Dominion pushing and the benefits they get from that. And then we've got very high magic, luck. We've got mid productivity sloth, which I think is fine. Then we've got turmoil, which we're kind of forced into. A thing to note about the nature of the moon is that he's an inspiring researcher +2. So when he wakes up, he will be pumping all of our research up immediately by being available. So we'll want to have a kind of a core of mages, cheap mages that will immediately get the research bonus from him, and then we'll research some fun glamour magic, I think. So, throne setting, let's go for, so we had 12 nations. Let's have a couple level 2s. I don't really like the level 3 so much. So we've got 11 points, and we'll say 7 to win. Is that Is that okay? Probably. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Victory by Thrones of Ascension, no Cataclysm. Let's crack on. So hopefully we get a reasonable generated map here, rather than a nonsense one. But who knows? If it goes horribly wrong, I might just restart the entire thing if the map looks dreadful. Ibis says in the chat, reinvigoration makes sense with all those fatigue ranged attacks. Yeah, it's also useful for our because they use their ranged attacks, the magic ranged attacks when they're in close range. You can't stop them from doing that, and that also causes them fatigue. So it's just to kind of take the edge off that. It's not enough to stop them from fatiguing out eventually, but it will make it a bit less harsh. So special mechanics explainer, just putting this up in case people haven't seen this before. Pause it, people might be watching this video later, but we're going to be trying to get some of these gates open so we get some of these nice unlocks from that. Here is Tzeentch. We've got a river off to the south. When everything's frozen, we'll be able to cross over there. We are going to go ahead and take a scout prophet and Hunbucht, our leader here. We will recruit him some new stuff. So I like to have lots of trolls. Big fan of the Chaos Trolls for Tzeentch because they're not undisciplined. So I'm going to give him some trolls, and then I think straight away we want some aspiring champions. And I think I'm finding that the hunters are pretty nice early on, just to beef up the number of hunters I've got. Pelt stuff with arrows. Or javelins, rather. Let's just have him patrol. Magic-wise, we're going to be doing conjuration a bit early so that we can get to the flamers and pink horrors and things. And then I was thinking we've got some good stuff in enchantment, like buffs and things for our thugs, like Gift of Splendor, things like that. I don't know. I haven't done very much with glamour, so I'm not really terribly familiar with some of the stronger glamour spells. Might be fun to do some stuff with Visions of Death is single target killing. Slumber makes a bunch of people fall asleep. It might be kind of fun. Someone was saying in the Warhammer Discord that it might be fun to mess around with some of these sleep spells. And Slumber is magic resistance checks, so it'd be kind of cool to be firing off Slumber. And then I believe Sleep Cloud is also a thing. Sandman's Blessing. Lots of cool stuff in glamour. So we'll probably just do a bit of conjuration first, though, once we get researching. I believe we can take a look at what other nations are in the game as well straight away. Bit of a slow global event. So I've got to keep an eye on that because there may be some changes I need to make to the mods. The way the events are coded in there, because if the turn starts to get too long, this is a fairly big game, 12 nations, or I consider that a large game dominions. I think they're typically best played with 7 or 8 nations. Bretonia, Telia, Karaz-Karak, Bone-Nose Tribe, Norska, Goldtooth Tribe, Zarnagrund, Tzeentch, Nagrond are in the game, and that some maybe didn't declare their profits. So we're going to see how these aspiring champions do. We've got one person talking in the chat so far. Sleep Cloud is a cross path with air. Ah, okay, says Ibis. Ibis, you are going to have a... Oh no, I haven't turned renaming on. Okay, well you're not going to have something named after you then. Oh, what a terrible situation. Well, you'll just have to imagine. We're going to say that Milik's Mage Soul is representing Ibis in this particular game, since I forgot to turn renaming on like a fool. He will get a bodyguard. They'll both get bodyguards. And then I'm going to be turning on my attack closest script. Sticking that on 1. So we'll have them up front. I think... You're fine, just stay behind troops. I think that I actually want these guys because they can go into formations with them. And we'll leave Hunbucht to pick up some more troops later on, probably. And have the champions deal with these guys. So let's go in a line and a line. We'll have these guys on either side. That'll do nicely. And my prophet will be helping them. So where are we going to expand into? Heavy cavalry, could use some dogs to help with those. Wolf tribe, oh, they're woofies. Militia, light cavalry and heavy cavalry. Horse tribe cavalry, and a throne. With some pretty tough stuff. Relatively tough indies around here. We could wait for another turn. It's not. I'm not dead set against doing that. I think that I can beat these guys down in Tyrannia and give myself some early gold income. I'm going to set these to attack cavalry, and we'll hopefully just overcome them. And you are going to fire archers. Wait, what do they have? Militia, light cavalry, and heavy cavalry. Okay, no, then you're just gonna shoot whoever's closest, I think. Cool. Let's get some dogs we're going to need for dealing with these heavy cavalry, and then I need guys that hit hard. So we don't really have the resources to be doing Chaos Warriors at the moment, but I could get a bunch of Berserkers. I can keep doing Trolls. They're expensive, but they do hit hard. And they have their Troll Vomit that rusts armor, which can be quite useful. So let's get some Berserkers and Trolls. And I think I want to start exploring the world with my cultists. I'm just going to recruit some of them. Oh, the Prophet should just be doing Word of Stone constantly, because that will help us kill those heavy cavalry. Ibis says they hope they don't die horribly in expansion. Well, I hope so too. It'd be very good. Battle in Tyrannia. Right, where's Ibis's boy? There he is, Malik's Mage Soul. We'll see how he does. This is a decent number of heavy cavalry. I'm not too worried about everything else, but we're going to lose some Marauders. Marauders are pretty good troops for the cost, though. Wow, look at that troll just run immediately. Well, Scribe Feather. The other troll will be okay. Yeah, trolls don't have the best morale. We are landing some hits on the heavy cavalry, and the Word of Stone is working nicely, killing off the horses. Oh, we lost another troll bodyguard. Mage Soul's okay. Yeah, both my champions are fine. But they should get the job done. We'll see. In go the hunters. And hopefully now we just really need to clear through these remaining heavy cavalry. We need them to break and run away now. There go the militia. That's very useful. The marauders are fleeing, but the hunters are moving in. Tough. We could rout them. I'm not sure. One of our champions is routed. That is bad news. What did he just die? Oh, because he shattered. He was Word of Stoned and he shattered the petrified unit. Okay, that looks like the Indies are now fleeing. We'll just finish this commander off. Well, that definitely could have gone better, but it also could have gone worse. Did we lose anyone in the retreat? Haha, Ibis, your guy got back to Tzeentch. Good omens, luck +1. Oh, nice. Well, we get a bit more income there at least, but that was somewhat costly. Do we want to try and do these heavy cavalry next, or are we going to try and take out Wolf Tribe? I mean, I really think I need more stuff in general. To take out Wolf Tribe, cavalry would be good. We don't have a lot of resources, but we do have a decent amount of gold. We could just try and overwhelm them with Marauders. Marauders are very strong. Or we could use Ogres. They don't have shields, though. Some of the Marauders have shields and some don't. I think most of them do have shields. We could do that. Take some Trolls. Get an Acolyte so we can get our research going. Yeah, I don't know. And then Dogs. Is that plus the Hunters plus this going to be enough to take the Wolf Tribe? Yeah, it should be completely fine. To be honest with you. Right, I'm going to go and explore the world. You go this way. You go this way. Hello, Mr. Mage Soul. Some guards. Oh, we've got a Forsaken Marauder. The Forsaken are really good for Tzeentch in particular. And then dogs go with Hunbergt because he has Beastmaster, which is pretty useful for them. And we're just going to chill for a turn. Bit of an abbreviated expansion there. Yes, Ibis, you did live to fight another day, and that is the most important thing. A strategic retreat. You could say that he heard that there was a much more dangerous fight happening back in the capital, so he went back there. Went back to inspire the men. Okay, we're going to have a big blob of infantry. We've got some of the halberd-armed marauders, which are basically the best kind apart from the Forsaken. Anything that hits really hard is very strong in Dominions. It's often as simple as that. So Milix, because he didn't stay there for the victory in that battle, he's fallen behind Chol's Crowfeather a bit. But we'll see how these two competing champions get on. It's kind of fun to have an eye on what they're doing. Marauder Hunters getting a sparse line. And then we've got a ton of doggies at the back. My plan is, hopefully the dogs will roughly line up with these guys. We're just going to charge in and see if we can take these wolf tribe out. I'm a bit worried about the trolls getting chopped to pieces, but that's what they're there for, to be honest, in this situation. Or we could try and take out the heavy cavalry. Now we do... Heavy infantry are tough, though. Oh, I don't know. I think because we got the dogs, maybe we should do the heavy cavalry. Right? Let them take the lancers and then we'll just mop up. Let's try it. I think we can do the heavy cavalry. It sucks to keep having to fight heavy cavalry, but the smite's really good against heavy cavalry as well, so there is that going for us. Are we going to need another war leader here? Yes, I think we will. Let's get a horse master. Can we afford any knights? Nope. Can we afford some light horsemen? Some. Let's get some light horsemen and some more dogs. I just want to test some stuff out here as well. I'm not really going for the most efficient expansion by any means. Ibis asks, is there a tight reign commander in the nation? No. No tight reign commanders available in Tzeentch, so nothing that can deal with the dogs being undisciplined. I could add something. I wish that there were mod commands to add tight reign for like specific units, so I could say, well, he's good at putting discipline into war dogs, and then you could have like a war dog leading commander of some kind. But at the moment, the way tight reign works is that anything that's undisciplined, you can command to, follow orders, which is it can be a bit warping having that available because it suddenly means you've got barbarians who'll follow orders, you've got, other things that would otherwise be undisciplined that you've got to follow orders. But I kind of am not a big fan of undisciplined anyway. Like having lots of undisciplined troops is I think less fun in Dominions. It's got its place. Oh, dogs, please get in the way. Yes, good. The cavalry are going for the dogs. Well, we're going to take up most of the last charges with dogs, and then the berserkers are going to chop up those ones. The berserkers and the Forsaken both hit super hard. We've got 23 damage here, and then a 23 damage trident here, and a second attack as well. That should be enough to overcome these. How are our champions doing? We've got Milix down there, and we've got Scribe Feather up here. They should be fine, there's nothing really that threatening towards them. Bit of friendly fire there, but that's okay. We've lost most of our marauders, but we've still got a wave of hunters, we've still got our, trolls and our aspirings here who are very hard hitting and should be able to clear through these heavy infantry fairly straightforwardly. Okay, it's looking good. Love to see the berserkers berserking. Yeah, our aspiring champions do get a fair few kills in every battle. We didn't lose a troll, which is very good, and they got 11 kills between them. Very nice. We only lost one of our berserkers, but our marauders basically took a beating there, and of course our warhounds, we knew they were going to die, so that's fine. Haven't grabbed any secrets yet because we haven't found the enemies yet, but we will. Ooh, a magic site found in Tzeentch straight away. Frozen lands. Ooh. That's kind of rough to have that appear in your capital. Well, we get water gems out of it, but it's kind of rough. Ah, now we found Slaanesh, so I am immediately going to start preaching up there, and we're going to recruit some more cultists, we can get some secrets by getting our dominion over Slaaneshi lands. Down here, God, our infantry are just dying every time, aren't they? Did he run away again? He did! Another strategic retreat from Mage Soul. I didn't notice he did that, but he must have done it at the end of the battle. And so Chol is forging ahead. Up to, how much experience now? 26. Needs 45 to get promoted. Now we've got the pop type mod on, so we can actually recruit some extra commanders and things and troops outside of our capital, which we need to do because we're very resource locked. So this province in particular is a pretty good one for recruiting stuff. I think we just need more dudes. Pretty simple. I can leave this lad here. Now, can we go and beat the Wolf Tribe with our very diminished forces? No, we can't. So we're going to move back and we're going to recruit some more troops. We've got more resources now, so we can get a reasonably decent number of Chaos Warriors, and I think that's the correct thing to do right now. More trolls because I love them. And then some more doggies. Did we want to... do a special commando squad of those guys? Do these guys have Beastmaster? Yes, they do. So they're also useful for that. Milix did get some troops out of there successfully. So I think we're just going to take a big force now. We're going to make sure we really overwhelm these Wolf Tribe. Wolf Tribe can be surprisingly hard. We will just patrol for one turn and just wait. I don't want to go off half-cocked. Yeah, Ibis points out that having cold in the capital can make armies and mages go out slower. Now, that is normally true, although pretty much everything in Tzeentch has snow moves, so it shouldn't really matter. It's more that it's going to harm my economy for it to be so cold. But it's not the ideal situation. So we've got one acolyte preacher or cultist preaching up there, and we're going to send in some more. We have some more infantry. And we're going to bring everything that we've got to bear on that central lot of wolf tribe guys. Given you keep running away, Milix, I'm not sure that you deserve more troll bodyguards, but you're going to have them. That's fine. Attack closest is fine. And then we've got these guys attacking rear, and we're moving the dogs back because they're just going to get destroyed by the wolf tribe, so I'm just going to put them in the back, and they'll arrive at some point and help us in the fight. That'll do. Let's go knock them out. Can we afford... Yeah, there we go. You can never have enough commanders, well you can, but I like to have a lot of commanders out there shuffling guys around, and we'll have some more scouts too. In fact, we'll put that on repeat. Recruiting scouts in every province is, if it's a multiplayer game, that's definitely worth doing, less so in a single player game. So I think we now want to be churning out Chaos Warriors, and they're going to be promoted into Chosen. The quicker we can get those going, the better. I don't know that I'm going to have another stack ready to go out with another military leader, so maybe I'll just get an acolyte, and we've still got the gold, so I can still keep buying trolls and dogs. Just pour in the gold into those because they're low resource cost. Hi Solishef, welcome to the stream. Yeah, glad to hear you love the mod. I get a lot of nice feedback like that, but it's always really nice to hear it, so thanks for saying so. It's really cool that people are enjoying something I made. It's a really nice feeling. Battle in Latian. So we've got infantry of various different map moves, combat speeds rather. This is a Dominion's Classic. This one's got a bit more armor and a shield, so he's a bit slower than this guy with the halberd. So if once you get a larger number of troops, it's better to kind of split them up. I haven't into there and stage them out so they arrive at the enemies at roughly the same time, because always our halberd ones have the habits of getting a bit chopped up. But we've got a really strong front line here, very, very strong. I love these mutants with their corrosive bites. It's got area effect 1 if they hit with the bite there, they corrode the armour. Poison darts, that's fine. We'll just rush through. Ingo are aspirings and their troll bodyguards, and those archers are toast. I think everyone did pretty well there except the dogs. But they got some kills. The normal warhounds less so, but the mutants are a bit stronger and got some kills. These are really just to catch, you can sometimes catch fleeing enemies with them, or, you know, just to catch lancers, just expendable chaff. They're very cheap. They're only 7 gold each and no resources. But yeah, very, very low casualties there, pretty good. I think I need some more, just, you know, large numbers of hunters going around. Send you back. And we could do with having more. I'm going to have this province just constantly make Marauder Chieftains. Well, oh, I can't quite afford Horse Masters. They're better because they can move with their greater map move. They're better for just transporting stuff around. And they cost the same. That's interesting. I'd forgotten that. Can we afford those here? Yeah, so maybe we're going to crank out some Horse Masters to just run around and pick up our cavalry and things. We'll slowly build up some cavalry here too. Repeat recruitment. And hunters there. Right. Back in the cap. I think we've now got enough resources. How's our... It's not a very strong block of infantry. Maybe we just need more Chaos Warriors before I switch to doing kind of Chaos Knights or something. Maybe Chaos Warriors and... Let's get another Acolyte. I want a decent number of Acolytes before my god wakes up, so they can benefit from that research bonus. Another Marauder. So what's this throne like? Unpleasant. That's what that throne's like. He has not managed... Oh, they've got quite a strong Dominion there. He has not managed to overcome that. I made sure that the Pretenders that I added into the pre-generated Pretenders mod had pretty good Dominion. They've all got minimum of 6. Millix, Millix, who loves to run away, is now weakened as well. Militia archers, heavy infantry. Yeah, that's doable. Give me your troops. There's not enough of them that I'm splitting them up yet. Still, I'm sticking with the same plan, but I will send you back to pick up some more guys. Oh, hold on, is that where I'm recruiting a Horsemaster? It is. Maybe you just stay here then. And our expansion squad will go and take that out. Let's keep exploring. All good. I think I'm just going to get a bunch of acolytes for now. We've got one with blood, so we could start getting some blood slaves sooner rather than later. Yeah, poor Ibis. Your own personal champion is weakened and your rival is now in the Hall of Fame. I forget what they're in there for, but falling behind. Slaanesh, new prophet, okay. Just militia for the most part. These guys suck and are going to get absolutely wrecked. Heavy infantry, bit tougher. We just hit so hard compared to them. These halberd guys are great. The halberd Chaos Warriors hit for 26. Oh. Millix is doing okay over here. I've kind of got... Ooh, his bodyguard died. Yeah, these trolls are suffering a bit from their low protection, getting hit by javelins and things. But they're doing their job of keeping the aspirings alive, which is important. And our attack rear has worked wonderfully. Over there. We have seen a battle happening. It's the Chaos Dwarfs. It's a force of Chaos Dwarf warriors. There's a blunderbuss and some of their immortals, their elite heavy infantry. That is a tough little stack, and that is going to absolutely flatten these guys, if I am not mistaken. They've got very nice protection. They're experienced. The blunderbuss didn't fire because he's mixed in with infantry. That's a shame. But yeah, the dwarfs are just going to slowly chop up these guys. It's going to be no problem at all for them. Especially the immortals. You look at the stat line on the immortals, they're actually quite scary. Very high protection, very good stats, hit very hard. And they've got that big kite shield as well, so just very robust units. Yeah, they just grind everything down. The Chaos Dwarves are Chaos Dwarfs, but they are also dwarfs. They can do the dwarf shield wall. You made it, Millix. You're in the Hall of Fame. Heroic Battle Prowess, that's a good one to get. And Scryfeather got Extraordinary Agility. Also pretty nice. Slaanesh is looking kind of scary there. Bunch of light horsemen. Just gonna preach, 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 preach along this edge. Now, do we want to go to war with Slaanesh? If we look at our friends, they are apprehensive. I feel like it would be interesting to propose a non-aggression pact. Because they are chaos. I believe that Slaanesh is the traditional enemy of Khorne, and Nurgle is the traditional enemy of Tzeentch. So if we see Nurgle, we're not going to be proposing some non-aggression pacts with them, although who knows? Tzeentch works in mysterious ways. Are we ready to take on this pretty nasty throne? I think we probably are because of the quality of our troops. I'm just going to put a few more guys on bodyguard duty for these two aspirants because as they go up in experience, they go up in value for me as well. I want to keep them alive. So we're going to attack and we're going to be joined by a whole load of dogs who are going to catch lancers for us. Lots of nice Chaos Warriors. I mean, that's what you want in life. Oh, sorry, that's the bodyguards. You're not having them as bodyguards, mate. You'd be lucky to be bodyguarded by them. How are we going to do this? I guess they're not so important that I can't just leave them behind and put in the trolls here. In fact, you can just be infantry for now. And we'll let those guys be a little bit behind. So if we look at who's attacking this province, we've got this big stack behind this line. Maybe we'll move them down slightly there. You should be in a sparse line, and they are. If you could shoot archers, that'd be wonderful. If you could manage it. This isn't the strongest army for trying to take a throne like that, but I think it's worth trying. I think we could get away with it. Ah, vampires. Could you bring anyone? Sorry if you can hear that, that's my dishwasher beeping in the background. Alright, I do want to have some Chaos Knights now. And look, with my Dominion up as high as it is, up to 6, we can now get Chosen Knights and Chosen Warriors. I do think I want to be recruiting Chosen Warriors directly. And Chaos Warriors. I think I will just go with that, although I also think I want some Aspiring Champions. Can I afford that? Certainly can. A few more. Well, do I still need lance catchers at this point? I might do. I just might. Cool. Let's see how it goes. Oh, have we got any research done? Not really, no. Slow going. Ibis asked, do they get rid of afflictions if they level up? They certainly can, because the exalted version, the exalted champions, exalted heroes, rather they're called, have recuperation, so they can heal their own afflictions. So your guy is going to have a chance to not be weakened anymore. Having a throne spring dominion over Slaanesh would get a bunch of secrets. That's a good point. Let's hope we can get this throne. So Golem Rod, this is our gambit to get this throne. We've got a decent chunk of heavy cavalry. Nothing else here is that frightening, although these are light infantry who can, because they're kind of at the back, they could be quite annoying with their javelins. Gonna catch some of these lances with the dogs, that's the plan. This troll is gonna get slaughtered because he's gotten ahead of everyone else. Oh no, he turned round to attack them. Cool, so these heavy cavalry are gonna get messed up, these ones less so. Although the aspirings have gone after those ones. Just desperately need to overcome the heavy cavalry. That's it. Once we overcome the heavy cavalry, as long as we're not maimed, we should be able to take out these militia and go after the light infantry very easily. Our aspirings are alive. They have done well. Milix has taken another bad hit. He's got a limp. Let's see what happened to him. He got hit in the leg with a short, but he took an arrow to the knee. He used to be an aspiring champion, but then he took an arrow to the knee. Our light cavalry is going to be more of a distraction than anything here, because unfortunately there's a bunch of... Is that an... The horse is just trying to bite him over there. Great. An unridden horse, causing chaos. Well, one good thing about having a limp is that he's not going to run into the fight and get killed because he's quite injured. The bad thing is that his rival, Scribefeather, is going to get ahead of him even more in terms of experience. So hopefully while this distraction is going on, we're going to do significant damage to these light cavalry. Scribefeather's at the front there, getting some kills. The Chaos Warriors are doing amazing. Everyone else is getting kind of chopped up and hit with lots of arrows, but the Chaos Warriors are just destroying stuff. Oh, they're swarming in. I want their morale to break about now, please. There go the light cavalry. Come on, we need to break their morale. Because this many archers just swarming us with short swords, it's going to be enough. Milix has routed. It's not surprising he took so much damage. Scribefeather's still going, but we've got a lot of damage being done to our Chaos Warriors. We have one up there, we've routed them. And the light archers should rout now. Yes, we've done it. This Sage, for casting Body Ethereal on loads of stuff, is a real pain. Maybe we'll be able to kill everything before Milix routs the field? Yes, we will. And they're struggling to kill the mages because they Body Etherealed them themselves. We did lose our Horse Master who was doing the flank attack. The Aspiring Champion's got a bunch of kills. Chaos Troll's got a bunch of kills. Chaos Warriors, look at that. 2 losses, 36 kills. They were just the core of that fight for us. Really good stuff. He's playing... Ooh, look at that. A hideous troll. Actually, he should join my army. But yeah, nice to get a bunch of gems and some gold. Not that much gold, but... Aspiring Champion was promoted in Gold Emerald. I'm guessing that's Scribefeather. Yep. So Scribefeather is now facing Judgment. He will either get promoted to an Exalted Hero or turn into a Chaos Spawn. I imagine that Milix is going to have his fingers crossed that his rival gets turned into a Chaos Spawn, but I would like it if he was became an Exalted Hero. This is what the Exalted Hero is like. Where is he? Over here. So you get some magic, and of course you've got recuperation, as well as lots of skills, magical weapons, and the ability to cast blue fire. The normal chosen just do the regular fire, not blue fire. So, I think I do just want to have tons of cultists at the moment and just push my Dominion all over the place. That's kind of a fun thing for me to be doing. And go with that. Right, Golem Rod. Let us. So this is the Throne of Winter. Oh god, more cold. But getting Mages of Winter is nice. 2 water, 1 death. Death is not a path we normally have access to. That's very good. Dominion spread is good, obviously. Given our capital's already cold AF, let's claim it. Let's claim it. And we're going to throw some basic province defense there and some province defense here. It looks like Slaanesh did not respond to my offer of a non-aggression pact. Am I right? Oh, we have to wait for him to come back, that's right. We take a turn. So we probably don't want to attack there, but we could go and take out the Horse Tribe cavalries. I think that is probably a job for the aspiring champions. Any battle that they win is very good. Milix can actually, because the other one's facing promotion, it should be Milix that leads the troops here, because the other one might get turned into a chaos spawn and fail to lead them over there. So let's do this that way. But trolls always should be bodyguards so they don't run off and get themselves killed. Let's do it that way. He needs fewer bodyguards because he's got a limp. Sad to say. Giselbert. Right, what can we recruit here? Not very many resources here, so we're not going to be recruiting very much. Let's just get some more scouts for now. Okay, we do have our chosen, but we're going to have to pick a different direction for them to be going. I guess we could go into the Grey Mercs over here. Join up there. Yeah, that's not the worst plan. Have I got a leader? Yep. Or we could go for that. These are frozen. The land of our lord, Steppe of wild horses. Heavy cavalry in every direction. Shocking, really. Well, these guys are always going to be on attack closest. That's just how they roll. But I'm going to make sure they've got good guards. Give them some Forsaken. I think I'm just going to form a big block here and go and take Grey Mercs and then work out what I'm going to be doing. You can go and just pick up some more troops down here. I want to get some cavalry, but it's very slow. Don't think I need more commanders here. Probably just some more guys. Yep. You can stay here for a bit and just gather up those troops. Right, let's preach. Is it worth me trying to out-preach them down here? Probably not, but let's give it a go, and we'll just wait and see. Well, maybe we'll explore a bit first, actually. That's partway what they're supposed to be doing. So we are getting more cultists. And then we want to get more acolytes. A little bit gold-starved so far. Hey, Bruce69. He says, Tzeentch is finally here. And the timing of me releasing Tzeentch when Space Marine 2 release is just perfect. Too perfect of timing. But no Zarngors make me sad. Yeah, I haven't done the sprites for the Zarngors. I could potentially do them in the future. I do find them very cool. The Beastmen kind of mutated by the whims of Tzeentch. And some of them have got like wings and beaks and things. That'd be good fun. There shall be no non-aggression pact between Tzeentch and Slaanesh. Alright. They cut the head off our herald, that is the chaos greeting. Alright, yeah, it looks like it might be war with Slaanesh coming up then. So these guys, the Chosen, are very cool. They have this cast fire attack. It costs them fatigue, but it's a very nasty ranged attack with fire and then a soul scorch afterwards. I didn't see anyone to bless them though, which is a bit silly of me. Because they do benefit from that bless. But this should be very straightforward. You can see it's got pretty decent range on it. Yeah, killed a rider, killed another rider. It is a bit prone to causing friendly fire, admittedly. But they're fairly precise. They've got precision 13, and then I think this has precision 0, yeah, so it's just precision 13. More accurate than a crossbow bolt, I think, overall. Okay, so Scryfeather was transformed into an exalted hero. He gets fire and glamour. We'll have to see if Millix can do the same. And I've finally got my first secret. 29 more to get the gate unlocked. Nice. I'm not even sure where that was. Worldwide event. God, cold, 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 because of the Throne of Winter. God, the world's plunging into an unnatural winter. Yeah, this is where we got our secret against Slaanesh. I'm going to try and put my Dominion out in this direction as well, so let's send the guys off to do that. Keep preaching here to keep our Dominion here. Yep. And we're definitely going to want some sort of basic enough province defense to stop us from running into real trouble there. Ooh, we are not rich, are we? I'll say that much. Let's take a break from the Chosen. Maybe some Chaos Knights? They're very expensive. Yeah, we don't really have a good resource sink when we're very gold starved. Maybe in no, I do think I want cultists. I'm going to stick with that. Let's just go and get some gold. I mean, why complain about it? Just go and get it. Get it done. We can cut Slaanesh off by attacking here. I feel like we could break into two groups and take two provinces here, though, for sure. Let's have... So Chol should now be my main leader. I'm sorry, Millix, but you don't get to keep these boys. He's an army of himself. And then Millix can go with the others. And we'll just leave the Chaos Warriors and Chol do his dark business. We don't have anyone here to bless the Exalted. That's fine. I think that should be fine. Maybe we want to do that the other way around, actually, so that the Chaos Warriors are fighting against the Massed Archers, and then our more squishy stuff is fighting over here against Heavy Infantry. I keep hitting T instead of Y. It's really annoying. I need to stop doing that. Sparse line will be fine. Yeah, you'll do. Our Prophet can go and help over here. You can now cast a Divine Blessing because we've got our lovely Chosen on the battlefield. I should probably give you a... Oh, there's no one available to bodyguard him. Never mind. Keep exploring bios. You're going to stay there and pick up cavalry. We do have another wave of Chosen. We can ferry into battle. Maybe just bring them down here. So they could help do the Land of Our Lord next or something like that. Yeah, give us some gold, come on. This cold is just freezing out the crops, I guess. Just check if anyone's asking anything in the Discord. Kids in putting up some Screenshot of a giant fighting two aspiring champions, potentially about to squelch them by hitting them with a club. So we got another secret, that's good. We could do with that going up a bit. Jeleni Agora. This is the long dead and summon imps. Lightning Rod, Enchanted Helmet. Enough Blood Slaves to cast summon imps quite a few times. This might go wrong. I had not realised. I'd forgotten this particular type here. Well, we'll see. I think the summon imps is going to make this really hard though. They tend to break up our formation, we were real pain. And I did put people in a spread line, which is maybe not the best plan. I'm very confident in the abilities of our Chosen. I am much less confident in the abilities of our front line to hold these guys off. We'll see. Long dead aren't that scary, and we do have 3 aspiring champions present, although one of them is is Milix. He does have battle prowess though. Where is he? Here he is. His stats are not terrible. He's got great attack. He's just slow because of the limp. Okay, if we can route the... Oof, more imps. The aspiring champions are the main thing fighting out there right now. Hopefully they don't get shot by the Chosen. Oh, these imps suck. I hate these imps. Imps have, like, yeah, fire immunity, but the ranged attacks do still work on them because Soul Scorch is not a fire attack. It's like just pure magic. Okay. The imps seem to have stopped now. Nope. I spoke too soon. There's more imps coming. Our prophet is doing Smite Demon. Not very chaosy. Now who's this? Hexruns decided to run away. Oh, Milix, you might be in trouble here, my friend. Yeah, we're routed. Too many imps. Is Milix going to limp his way off the battlefield? I doubt it. I want the Chosen to escape, though. Maybe he will. No, surely not. He's going to get swarmed. There's no way he's going to get out of this. Got stabbed. There's a bunch of archers in front of him. He's going down swinging, but yeah, unfortunately, no more Milix. Well, that was not ideal, was it? I just wasn't counting on all those imps. So this is the big lot of Lion Tribe. We're very outnumbered, but we're going to rely on just, you know, morale effectively here. And our incredible advantage in skill and damage. Scryfeather's doing great. Storming in on the side. The trolls might die here. They get just overwhelmed with damage. They can't regen through it. But if we can just rout these infantry. Come on, rout! There we go. So infantry broken, and then the archers are going to be extremely easy. Might have lost a couple of Chaos Warriors there, not sure. 2 trolls, 1 warrior. Ooh. A sage has appeared looking for the Library of Time, a classic Tzeentchian style event. And we got a Chaos Warrior promoted. Now what did he get promoted into? A Chosen. Nice. Do we have any good spells? Personal Luck. And then Attack Closest. Okay, we've got our Never Healing Wounded Sage. You can go back. Ugh, how many of our Chosen died in retreat? That's the real question here. We got 4 of them there. It's not good, is it? Losing any amount of Chosen is bad. Yeah, we were a bit too careless. They've made a fort here? Okay. I guess we're going to be getting more secrets now because we've got some more provinces coming into our dominion. Let's go and get this one into our dominion then. I do think it's inevitable I'm going to have to fight Tzeentch. Not Tzeentch. I'm going to have to fight Slaanesh. But if they're not attacking me right now and I can get some more secrets off them and I could expand south, I think I'd prefer that. So I'm going to join up my forces down south. I do just need, more beef on the battlefield. It's really that simple. I'm going to stop recruiting the hunters for now, but keep recruiting more infantry. Have you got anyone you can take over there? You should have somebody better to lead that. Did my prophet die? No. Good. I'm glad. Jaguar tribe against tons of chaos, well, a small number of chaos warriors. Who would win? Don't know. I think you can attack straight into Kunal. Oh, very cool. You cannot. Why is that? Does he have just horses? He has just fast moving stuff, yeah. What is the lowest map move that he's got? I've forgotten how you can see what the lowest map move the commander's got, but oh, it is 22. Yeah. Okay. You go and attack the rear. You stay out of it. We're gonna have a pretty strong army though. We don't have any aspiring champions over there, which kind of sucks. But perhaps we could have some soon. Let's get some more chosen. These trolls have not really been performing very well, I have to say, 50 gold apiece, and I might just leave them for now. They're better with buffs, and I usually see them perform better than they have been, but at this point I'm happy to leave them aside and maybe get some Chaos Ogres instead. They make pretty good bodyguard units. And we are going to preach along this border as well with the Chaos Dwarfs, but I am going to switch from these. It's quite fun that 2 cultists is exactly the cost, well, basically the cost of an Acolyte. Not exactly. Acolytes are pretty low cost for what they're capable of doing. Okay. I think that you... Ooh, without a bless, though? Maybe you can't. Okay. This is a bit different than I thought. Let's gather our forces over here. You can search for a turn and just wait. And we'll recruit some more fodder. Shouldn't call marauders fodder, they're actually quite a lot better than fodder. Ice Frosty Raven, an appropriate name, has joined the chat. Yeah, there's a lot of cold going on today, so good day to you. Brewer69 asks, what is the main selling point for Tzeentch? I assume copious amounts of iCast, frick everything in that general direction. Yeah, they've got amazing magic, and then they've also got this special mechanic where they gather secrets to unlock gates in the infinite maze inside, or the impossible maze, I can't remember, probably both, inside their capital, and then they get rewards from that. So they like to spread their dominion out over enemy territory. It might be that the secret getting is a bit too slow, and I need to reduce the amounts that they need. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. It's difficult to know in advance before testing things a lot, or before getting some feedback from players, really. Nope. The brass throne claimed by the dwarfs, I assume. It would be a bit weird if that wasn't the dwarfs. An uneventful turn for us this time. They are kind of massing up there. I don't like that. I don't like them being so close to my beautiful throne. But we have a real elite force here. This is good. Under the command of the Hexwritten. So I am going to first sort out this army. Get all these boys. So I'm going to have my front line be combat speed 8, combat speed 10, combat speed 10, yeah. So my guys a bit further back are going to be the ones that are a bit slower, or a bit faster rather, and the ones at the front will be these shielded guys. Just like this, basically. And I think what combat speed do you have? 10. I like to give them bodyguards that are kind of hard hitting, but maybe just some marauders for now. He's basically fine. He doesn't really need bodyguarding that much. And these guys just shoot whoever's closest, I think. That's good to me. Right, go back home. Oh, not both of you. Right, let's take... Which of these provinces? Kunal. Yeah, let's go and take Kunal. This is a easily strong enough force to squash that. Won't be a problem. We'll send you home. We're going to recruit some Chaos Knights. Very expensive, but very good. And we're going to run into some... We're going to need some more Lance Catchers, I think, so I'm going to get some of those. Your force, which is pretty scary, I could keep here to deal with Slaanesh, or I could just assume they're not going to attack me and go south and kind of take the risk. I think I'm going to go with the risk there. Gamble on being able to just take these over. So do you have some dogs or lance? You've got some guys to catch lances, that's fine. And then you've got these guys who've got no dogs, but they've got marauders who can catch lances just fine. Okay. You can go over there. So we are spreading our dominion out more now, which is nice. Gonna start getting in the secrets. Still really gold starved. Really, really gold starved. Don't want to attack the Chaos Dwarfs. Do the Chaos Dwarfs want to be non-aggression pact with us? I think I might try that out. Is this force here strong enough? Or are they going to join up with the forces in Tuna? Is it strong enough to take that over? I think it probably is. Yeah. That's fine. Flatten them. No clever scripting required there. And let's just put our province defense up a bit to sort of encourage the AI to not attack us. Bear69 asks, where's my mischievous prankster, the Changeling, at? He is going to be added at some point. He's not currently in the mod. The only unique hero you have is Acold Hellbrass, the Breath of Life. So you do have a unique hero, but you don't yet have the Changeling, but he'll be added later. I only tend to, when I have the first version of a Nation Cup, I tend to just do one hero and then add more as I go along. This is going to be an easy one. Might get a bit of friendly fire here. But yeah, the quality of our troops is just sufficient that we flatten these indies very easily. Lovely. Tiradir. This is our big unscripted blobs of marauders against some unscripted blobs of indies. This should be pretty one-sided because the militia suck and they're going to get exterminated by javelins. Although their heavy infantry is decent, it's got enough protection that it really does slow us down. I think Marauders are better than, you know, indie heavy infantry, but they are more vulnerable because not all of them have shields. They're more vulnerable to javelins. But yeah, the Marauders overcome fairly easily. Getting the secrets. The seafarers speak of a dread isle. They say whoever sets their feet on its shores will die before sunset. The dread isle of the Turtle Village? I'm not sure what that's about. Is that a story event? A hidden laboratory has been found and claimed in your name. In the Grey Mercs. That is excellent. We got a Rune Smasher, which is actually a really good item for Tzeentch. We get some Glamour Gems, very nice, and we got some promoted Chaos Warriors. How's our research going? Chaos Spawn and Blue Horror Trios. We could start getting some casters actually capable of casting those, some sorcerers. We're a bit gold starved. We don't have any resource sync units, basically, is an issue for us. I probably should have taken a bit of Sloth, I think, at this point. Would have been safe to do. But let's just get more Chaos Warriors. We'll leave the Chosen aside for now. And what are we researching next? I think we were going to try out some Thaumaturgy and get some Slumber and see how that goes. Is that level 4 Slumber? Yep, let's get some Thaumaturgy. Reaching out on the edges, scouting. I'm going to bring this video to a close shortly and we'll move on to doing more in the next parts. Hopefully I'll be able to make this a series, but let me just finish this turn off. I haven't so far done very much for the secrets mechanic, and it's making me wonder if it's just too expensive, too slow rather. Okay. It might get attacked by the Chaos Dwarfs, but if it doesn't, I would think that would be a fairly easy win. Over here, our main guy, Chol. Oh, one of our Chaos Warriors got promoted into a Chaos Spawn. He's in a bit of a mess, but he does have recuperation, so he will fix himself. He's just a melee one. So the other Chaos Powers, their spawns are all just like lots of gribbly attacks in close combat and tend to have low protection. Tzeentch has some that have ranged attacks, so it's worth looking out for those. They can be pretty strong. I think we could probably just go and roll over this province on our own. Grey Mercs has now got a lab. Nothing to recruit there. It does have a lab. If that lab was outside of our dominion, we could sacrifice it to get 10 secrets, which would be very cool. But it isn't, so we can't. I should send a horseman back to go and collect those knights, so I'm going to do that. He can take some of these with him. And Hexwraith's army is strong enough to take heavy cavalry, heavy cavalry. I don't like heavy cavalry bashing into us. I need some volunteers for a special mission to intercept some lancers with their faces. I think I'm going to have the halberdiers. Yeah, I'm going to split these into two groups because it's quite likely that some of the knights are going to get through and hit these shielded guys. So I'm just going to put these back slightly, and they're going to attack cavalry. And we'll have the aspiring champion a bit further back too. That'll do that. Let's go. Yep, that's fine. You can go and you can hang out here. And we could recruit some more guys. Where's got good resources? That's the main province. I'll just send him over to collect the troops that are kind of building up there. Cool. I'm going to roll this turn over. We'll just quickly see what happens, and then I'm going to call it a day. Unless I've got some more questions in the chat. Ice Frosty Raven says, the Changeling and Egrim, that's Egrim Van Horstman, I suppose, are the two heroes that I'm looking forward to the most for this mod. Well, I definitely plan to do the Changeling quite soon. Egrim Van Horstman might take a bit longer because he's got a very fancy dragon that he is riding around on with two heads, and it's a bit more work to sprite that up. But I would definitely like to do it. Hooray! We've got non-aggression pact with the Chaos Dwarfs, so we can concentrate on killing Slaanesh, or at least pushing them back. Throne of Autumn has been claimed by the Orcs, and my god has woken up. Excellent. Battle in Gintmark. This is our massive marauders, and they should not have a problem dealing with this militia and some heavy infantry. Let's just watch, put on fast. Militia can't stand up to them, heavy infantry don't have the numbers. Interesting thing there, whenever the hunters get into combat, I'm always surprised by just how good they are. I mean, Marauder hunters have pretty good stats as melee troops. They just don't really have enough protection to act in that role. They don't have any shields, but they're quite capable of protecting themselves. Could be thought of as like light infantry, really, with just a bunch of javelins. Okay, yeah, more militia and heavy infantry. We don't have very many guys here this time, but we do have Chosen, who are pretty capable. Are you running off on your own for some reason? You're gonna get yourself stabbed, mate. Our troops will arrive in time to save him. The Chaos Spawn goes charging into the front. Very nice. Hope I don't lose that Chosen. I'm really happy with the graphics I did for the Chaos Spawn. They look cute to me, frankly. Oh, nice to see him chopping up some archers. Anything you've got with Berserk on is worth using, I think, and they definitely fit that bill. They all have Berserk. Did we just lose a Marauder there? Okay, that's fine. I thought we lost a Chosen there for some reason. Land of our Lord. I've made a mistake here. I've not put the shielded guys far enough ahead of the other guys. A little bit of lance catching is going to happen, but I think we have messed this up, so we might lose some Chosen here. Using our elite troops against the heavy cavalry is not ideal, but at least we are going to overcome them. Oh, my Chosen are taking a beating. They're just so outnumbered. Come on, break heavy cavalry, get out of there. You're losing, go away. Nice. That could have gone better and it could have gone worse. 3 Chosen dead, but they did kill 28 things, yes. It hurts though, because they cost 65 gold apiece. I was careless with them there. The Aspiring Champion gets more kills, always like to see that. Nature Gems in Pagami. Worldwide Horror Marking, very Tzeentchian. And then a bunch of promotions in Pagami. That's our Chaos Warriors from earlier. So, we've got 3 more Chosen. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And then we have some Forsaken. So again, the Forsaken Warriors are really strong. They get this really hard-hitting magical living halberd that when it hits has this extra fire, magical fire that it blasts out when he hits them. It's kind of a halberd that's turned into like a living demon, a demonic weapon. And they've still got pretty good stats of protection and so on. Their protection could be better. They don't have any helm, but you know they hit hard. They're somewhat fast and they're berserk, so you have to be a bit more careful, like kind of keeping them alive. For now, I'm going to put them on Guard Commander, I think. And then we've got some interesting Chaos Spawn. We've got one that can cast Blue Fire, which is a ranged attack, so he can join the ranks of the ranged attackers. And then we've got another one who can cast Fire in the same way that the Chosen can. He's got regular Fire, so slightly weaker than the Blue Fire. So we've got 2 more ranged attackers in there as well. It's pretty neat. Just going to buff these up. I think I'm now just going to put, because the squads have gotten small enough, I'm just going to put all my melee guys together. Right. How many secrets do we have left? 21. They've kind of pushed my Dominion back there. I've got a little bit where I'm getting some secrets, but yeah, I don't have enough guys there pushing it. I have some, but it's not quite enough. we might have to consolidate them so we have enough temple checks. They are Inquisitors, so they count as Holy Twos when they're preaching against enemy dominion. But you still need a lot of Holy Twos for that to be effective. Look at the paths on our Sorcerer. Oh, there's a lot we can do with that. A lot of fun things. And of course our God is now here, so our research is going to spike like white. It's going to be great. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Nice to see everyone in the chat. And, sorry, little sip of drink. Sorry about that. Just a bit of a frog in my throat. Alright, I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.